Hi, my name is Kamila, and I'm the managing director of Untrite, where we use AI to make what we call an internal brain for enterprise. So basically, we remove data silos and make all the internal knowledge accessible, similar to what Google did, but they did it for external resources. I believe that AI will be the defining technology of our times. When electricity was introduced to the world, it changed everything from cars to many other industries. AI is clearly the next big thing, and it will transform everything and create enormous value, just like electricity once did. And the early results can already be seen. You are surrounded by AI-powered inventions, sometimes without even knowing that they use AI. Alexa, Uber, NVIDIA, they are stuffed with AI. AI-powered robots are everywhere. From those cleaning your home to AI-enabled drones delivering blood to the most remote places. AI can learn quickly, meaning its intelligence is increasing. In 2013, AI had the same intelligence as a 4-year-old child. By 2029, studies show that AI can surpass human intelligence, but it can already do pretty amazing things. If you don't believe me, hear AI making Frank Sinatra sing Toxic by Britney Spears.
With a taste of a poison paradise, I'm addicted to you. Girl, you know that you're toxic.
Although such projects may seem purely entertaining, AI as technology holds an enormous value when it comes to solving complex problems. That's why on today's talk, I will quickly explain why we, the consumers, builders, and the decision makers should embrace and advocate for use of AI in our lives, as it can help us create safer societies and better our businesses. So there are many different types of AI, from deep learning and machine learning tools, of which a perfect example is popularized by media deepfake, or Tesla self-driving cars and self-diagnosing and NASA rovers, which use machine learning to constantly analyze the data and predict what's the next best move. Sorry. There is also AI making sense of text and unstructured data, and that's my domain. For those just getting familiar with AI, these are basically computer algorithms designed to make decisions, often using real-time data. It's unlike the traditional programming where you had to manually write a program that uses input data, runs on a computer to produce the output. AI is completely different game. Here you train machine learning and AI models by feeding them examples, similar to how children learn. Fun fact, you are training AI systems sometimes without even knowing that. Which brings me to one of the biggest problems here, data, or rather huge amounts of data scattered everywhere. And then think of all the human limitations. We humans cannot possibly grasp all the available data and make sense of it instantly. That's not how our brain works, because data can be overwhelming. According to American psychologist George Miller's study conducted in 1956, human brain can only consume so much information before becoming overloaded. In fact, most people can only handle 7 chunks of information plus minus 2 at a time. Did I lose you already? And you've probably heard of a concept called paradox of choice, where having more options actually make us unable to make decisions. Now, think how many databases and systems you need to interact at work every day. Scattered data is difficult to make sense of, and we can't possibly see how everything relates. That's what computers and AI are perfect for. AI can help you narrow and find the most relevant data to what you are looking for almost instantly. Still looking for more reasons to embrace AI? Think of all the bias. Many researchers have highlighted how judges' decisions can be unconsciously influenced by their own personalities. Or the work examples where employers granted interviews at different rates to candidates with identical resume, but with names considered to reflect different racial groups. Human decisions are also difficult to review. People may lie about factors they considered or may not understand the factors that influence their thinking, leaving room for unconscious bias. AI can help reduce this bias. Well, technically, it can also reinforce that, but that's a whole another subject. And I'm sure you realize that the promise of fairness and safety is much needed in the public sector. AI can be used in crime prevention as a massive data sets could be processed faster, risks assessed more accurately, crime and even terrorist attacks predicted and prevented. AI can solve more crimes. According to Home Office data, the proportion of crimes solved by police in England and Wales has fallen to the lowest level recorded. While technology cannot help us when the victim does not cooperate, many cases can be solved or at least helped with use of AI. Crime investigations are inherently expensive. Each case takes a lot of man-hours as it is. It may not be such a problem for big cities like London or Tel Aviv, but resource-poor cities are less able to reduce investigators' caseload. There are lots of systems and lots of siloed data. AI can cut the time to research and find patterns in data and in sources where people may not even look for, or they don't know that such data exists. We are time constrained right now, but I hope by now you realize how enormous potential an AI as a concept and technology holds. So now let's move to some business cases. So from helping prevent accidents by using computer vision to scan thousands of videos for potential risks, to areas of customer support where AI can help to provide the most relevant answer. The potential of AI is incredible. Think of AI for the employee job satisfaction. Imagine the effect of automating all those routine tasks, giving your team more time to work on something more exciting. However, there is a much cooler concept I would like you to think about. Something which can help us become a superhuman. Something which can help us solve problems much faster by taking advantage of what we all already know. This thing is called collective wisdom. Again, like AI, collective wisdom as a concept, it's not new. Ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle noted that many unremarkable men often make better collective judgments than great individuals. Imagine being able to access all the information held in people's minds. Hear those voices, which are usually not the loudest, but maybe the most useful for your particular case. And also all the tribal knowledge, which is lost when people leave the company. This is an interesting thing, since this majority of this knowledge is already stored somewhere, only that it's locked in silos, whether it's emails, ticketing systems, different departments, nodes, and all the million versions of the same file you seem to be constantly losing. It's scattered all over the place. Now imagine being able to pull and do a cross-sector knowledge transfer to solve problems in your sector. AI can help realize that. To sum up, people use technologies to solve problems of our own nature, to reach beyond our human limitations. AI enhances the speed, precision, and effectiveness of our efforts. And I'm optimistic about the future of AI. And at my company, Untrite, we think AI will solve many more challenges than it creates. Thank you so much.